Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy Masters Mindset Monday. Thank you guys so much for supporting me in the idea of not only the planner, but going live every Monday with a hot topic. Today is going to be falling in love with social media. And I thought, we're overcoming the struggles of what to post, how to create content, how to do social media. So hello, Miss Natalie. Good afternoon. Hello, Julia. So I'm going to go back to what I call basics because I can sit here and tell you what to post, but if you don't have everything lined up with Facebook business pages and everything like that, it's not going to get seen. And it's proven that among most social medias, whether you're on Instagram or Pinterest or Facebook or all of that, like 2% of your friends actually see your post. So you have to change up what you post to build the algorithm so they see more of your post and engage more. And so that's what we're going to talk about today. Hello, Gail. I just watched your live. I had to call you after you were done. I was getting ready and I was on a high from watching Gail's post because I was so proud of you. Live that you did in Tech Talk Worldwide. I was so proud of you, again, for going live and overcoming that fear. But each time you go live, you find this comfort level. So when something does happen, you're like, wow, that just happened. Well, this is how you fix it. And I love it so much. And so you got me going this morning. Hello, Sister Nikki. I love you. Hello, Liz. Hello, everybody. I'd say good morning because technically is 11 still morning? It is for me. I know for some people they think it's like they've already had lunch. Cup of the day, enjoy the little things. So what we're going to talk about today is I always say the little things that become big things. And what happens is social media posting and creating your business online. We know it's all these little things, but it can explode and become this big thing. And it can either explode because of frustration or it can explode because it's building your business. And so understanding how to do it correctly and setting your foundation. Hello, Susan and Robin. Setting your foundation for success starts at the bottom, just like we have to do with everything else. You can hire people. I'm hired. I do social medias for 2 different companies and just kind of keep engagement going. So you can hire people to do it, but you know what? You can do it yourself. But some people, it's so frustrating and so overwhelming, they don't want anything to do with it. And so I just want you to know there are other options out there for you to build your business, okay? You can pay somebody. You can get your daughter. You can get a teenager or a high school kid who loves posting on social media and utilize their strength. Pull in somebody that's their strong point and they thrive on doing that so that you don't have to. And then you can take that time and not be frustrated and utilize that same amount of time for something else. So hello, Evelyn and Miss China and Christina. Julia says, I'm up to my ears, so I have to watch on replay. Nope, we understand. Hello, Michaela. Hello. Okay, so diving right in. If you had the Shabby Chic Planner, you know that February started off, do all things with love, okay? I don't know that anybody really loves creating social media and the time that it takes to post it. And they say that we have to post 3 times a day at peak times for people that we want to attract. So for me, I have an international online business where I'm trying to attract people all around the world. So I'm posting in US times and UK times and Australian times that I think might be peak for them. And so I can tell you it gets overwhelming and I can't do that. I can't stay up 24 hours a day doing that. So what I'm going to teach you is how to build the foundation and then set it up to where it's all automated and everything that I use is free. There are so many free options out there that I use, all the free stuff. And so it makes it a little bit less stress so you don't have to put it in a budget. And it makes it, allows you to have that free time. So then it doesn't mean that you're in love with posting with social media, but it makes it a lot easier to where you enjoy it when you do take the time to sit down and do it. And then obviously in the follow your arrow, it was faith, hope, and love. So I want you to have faith that you can do this, hope that you can see this and you can do this. It just takes time, and pretty soon you will love the outcome of it. You will love that you will have the following that you need. You will love that you will have the engagement that you need to build that up, and you actually start enjoying the branding and what you want to do for the next month, and it does make it kind of fun. And it's interesting that when our mindset is there, when our clients come in, the conversations lead to that, the nail art leads from there, and it like implements into your life. And so you're living what you're posting, and you're not just creating this facade online that it's not really who you are. It is you. It reflects who you are, what you post. Yes, yes, yes. Hello, Miss Candy. Liz, it scares you. Yes, it is. And we're scared to put ourselves out there because we're scared of what people are going to think. I did a post the other day. It was a news media story that, was covered by some of the people in our Tech Talk group. And I loved that no matter what, they were willing to put themselves out there. And this was like CBS News or something like that. And it was about the nail industry. And yeah, people are like, oh, but what about this? What about this? And I'm like, you know what? If you have a voice and you want to go, well, how come they didn't say this? Well, it doesn't mean that she didn't say it. It just means that the medias took it and jumbled it to whatever they wanted and posted out there what they wanted to benefit them, right? So we're going to do the same thing, but we do that in a positive manner. We're not trying to slam somebody else to build us up. We do it in just building ourselves up. Like the 3rd or 4th week that I was ill, Becky Bunnell went live for me, and the live was about bragging bios, and this ties into that. You have to brag yourself up, and we have to learn to be okay with that, of knowing that I'm not going to put somebody else down to make me look better. What I'm going to do, though, is prove and voice what I have and why you should choose me. So, of course, my comment to all of those people in that post was like, you have a voice, you're using it here. Call your local media people and use your voice. She used hers. So don't say what she missed about saying or what you wanted to see. You do it. And so using social media allows us to do it in written form, video form. We can share other posts to share that. So there's so many ways to make social media not scary, although we do worry sometimes if it might be a little controversial. But I want to tell you, and this is not how I do my business, but how many talk show hosts, how many presidents, how many fast food chain restaurants create controversy because it gets noticed, right? So every now and then when we think that we're posting something that we're a little uneasy about, it gets noticed because somebody either agrees with you or they disagree. And that's okay, because we need that mix. If everybody agrees on everything all the time, there would never be growth. It's because somebody disagrees and they want to kind of prove that person wrong almost, or it fuels their fire to say, no, that's not right. That controversy is what creates growth. And so do not let that put fear in you. Use that fire. Michaela says, my son thought it was awesome that you said hi, Michaela. His name's Hi, Bridger. How are you? Oh, I love it. I got so many messages from many of you that did the 5 love languages last week. And one of you had messaged me saying, oh my goodness, you've changed my world. Actually, I've had many of those messages, but this one particular said, I wanted to always feel more connected to my children, and I realized what their love language is, and they implemented it over just those couple of days, and they said it was life-changing. All of a sudden, they're doing their chores because they feel appreciated, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's exactly what this is about. And so anyways, we incorporate even those 5 love languages into our social media posts. The people we want to attract, we need to utilize those 5 love languages. Sometimes it needs to give them the illusion of a smell. It's a gift to them. It's touch to them. Maybe they want a massage or the pedicure. We have to create posts to tie into their love language to attract them to come to us. And so this is so important. Hello, Shimei. Yes, yes, yes. Attention is attention. Yes. However, I don't like the negative attention, and I try to avoid posting anything with, politics and stuff, and keep those beliefs to me and my core friends that are around me. not on social media. And I know a lot of you are a lot braver than I am, and we need that, because I learn from people who post factual stuff or make me see it in a new light of some controversial things. And so, yes, exactly. Aw, oh, Bridger, hello, that's just for you. Okay, so obviously I told you guys last week that some of the inspirations that I gave you is this is Heart Month. February 1st is National Eat Ice Cream for Breakfast Day, which I didn't do it on the 1st, but I did do it on the 3rd. February 7th was Bubblegum Day, did that. Valentine's Day, yep, did that. I went to dinner with a girlfriend of mine because you guys know that my husband is at boot camp. So I did have a Valentine date. And then the 22nd is called Be Humble Day. Those were just some main ones. If you go on, I forget what it's called, like holidays.com or something like that, internationally, it puts in every single day. There's multiple things for each day, and you can tie into that, and it's a lot of fun. But the first things first, in order for you to create social media that is engaging, that is getting out there and reflecting you in the best possible way, you need to have your personal page completely set up. Now, you can post whatever you want on your personal page, but know that if somebody meets you in public, I remember from Barbara Beta, it's called the 3-foot rule. If you are in distance of somebody within 3 feet, you either need to hand them a business card if you're trying to build up clients, or you need to engage a conversation with them. Hello, how are you? You know, I love your glasses. I love your hair. Where do you go? Engage somebody within 3 feet. And if you do that just one time, every day, one person, you're going to create a bigger following face to face. Okay. So the same thing happens online. You have your personal page, and when people meet you in person, they don't remember your business name. They remember your name. They're going to search you by your name. And what reflects online within those 3 feet that they are holding their phone, they're searching who you are. So is your personal page a best reflection of you, or is it not? You know, like, be honest with yourself. So you guys know I post a lot of inspiration. I follow the Courtney designs. I have for many years, even when she was, I forget the other name that she was before. Her posts resonate with me. There are a lot of shabby chic, a lot of sunflowers, a lot of just soulful for me, with sunshine and all of that, with an inspirational quote or just a good morning. I share those almost every single day. And so those are the things that I'm talking. Are you presenting the best form of you? Now, still be real and say, you know what? I had an awful day today. It's okay to do that. But when you start throwing out a whole bunch of cuss words, or you only have sales on your page, or you are only taking pictures of everybody else, but you haven't taken the time to spotlight yourself, a bragging bio about you, you're holding yourself back, and you're misalluding people of who you are and what you're up to, okay? Do you think they're going to choose you if all they see is all this stuff, that they don't see the positive side of you? They're going to pay you. They're going to spend an hour or longer in your chair. They want to make sure they can connect with you. They want to be relaxed. They don't want to go to somebody with drama, because guess what? Most of us are going to somebody to get away from the drama that we already have around us. So your Facebook personal page, have anything on it that's personal, but people are going to search it because they're going to remember your name, and that's the first thing that they search that way. But in the About section, if you already have a Facebook business page, you need to link it as your employment, and make sure that when it comes up, for instance, I'm employed with the Nail Source, okay? So the Nail Source, when we very first created it, I had put it as my job, but there was no extra link to it to a page. So when I created the page, I had to go in there and change it, and it will highlight it. So when they click on the About Me and they see my employment as the Nail Source, it automatically opens up that Facebook business page for them. So make sure that your Facebook page is linked to your personal page, which is on your personal page is how you do it. You go into the About section, you go to your employment, and whether, like, even I'm admin of Tech Talk Worldwide, because we have a Facebook page for that, it links it to that. And then, so it needs to link to another page. So if you do not have a Facebook business page, And you obviously are somehow an independent contractor in a nail salon or a small business, or you're a nonprofit or something, you have to have a Facebook business page. It's important. So let's say you were to post 1 or 3 times a day on one page, and only the friends of that page are going to see it, and only 2% of those people are truly going to see it. Okay, but what if you're posting 3 times on this page and 3 times on this page? Now you've doubled your chances of people viewing you, and your followers of your personal page are going to be different than the followers of your business page. So it's important, if you're trying to build your business and use social media as one of the steps, that you need to have that business page. And when it's linked to your personal page, it's easy for people to find. I know for a fact, because this has been told to me many times, people, before I had my actual business page for the Nail Source, which we just started, I changed the name of it last year. People felt guilty contacting my personal page because they said, I know that you're so busy and I feel guilty contacting you this way, but I wanted to know more about your business stuff. Okay. Once I created the business page, they didn't feel guilty because they were contacting me about business. So it's a huge advantage, another huge advantage of having a business page. Okay. On your business page, though, it's not all the fun and the personal stuff like what you have on your personal page. It's business. You need to start with a banner at the top, whether it's a picture of your storefront so they can visually see what they'd be walking up to. Maybe it's inside your salon. Maybe it's some retail that you have so that they can connect to that. Maybe it's a copy of your business card. It needs to be your business ad, like what we used to see in like the white pages when people paid for an ad. It's your ad that you see in the classifieds where people have paid for an ad in a newspaper. That needs to be the banner. Okay, the small icon thing either needs to be your business logo or your face. And I know a lot of people don't want to put their face out there, but guess what? That's what we relate to and connect with the most, is somebody's face. So put your face out there. Put your best face forward. And then underneath that, you need to have your business hours, what services you offer. If you have a booking app, put your website on there for the booking app. And then you need to have reviews on there, which you don't get any of that on your Facebook personal page. You only get those options on the business page. You can put your services on there and what you have to offer. You can continue to do educational posts. And guess what? You can make that all about sales stuff. Your personal page needs to not be about sales stuff. That's engaging and building the following. So do you guys understand the differences with all of that? So you have to set that up. If you do not have a Facebook business page, it's so easy. You can set it up in, I believe, 3 steps total. And then you start inviting friends, which you can only invite who you're friends with on your personal page. So you have to build up your friends so that you can get the following so you can engage the 2%, right? So here's the best way for if you are an independent small business and you're wanting to build up your business locally because you're not like me and doing an international business, your best thing to do is to go into like the local upcycles, the local classifieds, and you start friend requesting the people that are in those groups, because those are your local groups that you're going to market to. You can even put in there, you can even create a post that says, about you, who you are. I created a small business marketing to allow marketing, because sometimes in upcycles and stuff like that, they don't allow you to make a post that is selling for a business. It can only be crafts and used items and stuff. So if there's not a local small business marketing group that's in your area, create a Facebook group for that. Once again, it's like 3 steps to create it. And then all these people join in because it's public. And then you start friend requesting those people because they're local, and then you invite them to like your business page. And the more that you make posts, you're going to get more comfortable. And the people that like your post, you go into that liked part of the post, and there's all these people, and you hit add friend, add friend, add friend, add friend. And you build your following up that way. Sometimes it's just like how we have to go to these social events like a chamber coffee, and we have to go and shake their hand and hand them our business card. We don't know them. It's like cold calling people. It's the same thing online, but that's how you cold call them. And it creates, and then they have the choice to accept your friendship or not. And so, it's okay. Oh my goodness. Hello guys. Hello. Hello, Shimei. How are you today? Rochelle and Cindy, totally agree. Yes. The 22nd is Margarita Day. Oh, I think I'm game for that too. That's also Be Humble Day. So you could be humble with margaritas. Yes, exactly that. Gail says it's crazy when business owners post an earful of stuff and complains about their clients and such. Yes. So guess what? Do you think that another person that's looking into possibly being the client wants to go there? No, they don't want to hear it at all. They want to go and know that their money is being spent on something for them and that what they share with you is private and not going to be posted out there. Even if they post it anonymously, we can usually tell. Hello, Brinley and Miss Brigida and Leanne. Kelly says, hi, I'm in Pullman, Washington, coming home from my grandson's. Hello, Kelly. Have a good trip. And then, Gail, this is valuable advice. Okay, we're just getting started. What I'm telling you to do, and you might have to re-watch this depending where step you are in social media. So for instance, if you are just have your Facebook personal page and you're advertising your business on there, your first step is to create a business page, not a group, a page, because you can share pages to other groups. You can share pages to other pages. You cannot always share groups to pages. And groups are limited because what you want to post and put out there stays at the top, the last thing you post. In a group, people have a conversation. Those posts get jumbled down to the bottom. Nobody sees them. A business page is what you need. Okay. So, of course, then you want to get reviews. You want to post up pictures. You need to get and figure out the next thing, the next step. So the next step is, what do you want your business to reflect? So obviously we're a nail salon, or most of us in here are nail salon related. We need education about the differences of services that you offer. We need education about the trueness of using something that's all natural, not mineral oil based or lanolin based, that the molecules are small enough that they actually soak into your skin. Like, educate them the difference. I swear to you, one of the biggest engaging posts that I ever have is educating about the difference of oils and lotions, because the people that even are not my clients will say, I never knew that. No wonder I always have cracks in my skin. So offer education. So write that down in your outline of what you want to offer for like a week's worth, because what we're going to do is we're going to take that week's worth and we're going to turn it into a month's worth of advertising. Okay. So in 1 week's time, one day might be education. One day might be something funny that ties into like the theme of the day. One day is going to be about you. You're going to brag about yourself, whether you have it live. You're going to make a choice. Do you want to start doing quick lives that talk about you? I just did one yesterday, talked about what I've been working on and how we stay focused and how we have to make the time to work on what we want and the accomplishment you feel. Like I just did that yesterday. I think I posted it in here as well. So are you going to go live, or are you going to do it all written out? Now, I'm not good about writing out posts. I know that's not a strength for me. I'm not good at creating content like that. But what I am good about is verbalizing it. And I'm okay with going live, even if you're just sharing your voice and the picture the whole time is this. I've seen people do that. So it's almost like they turn it into a podcast because they don't want to see themselves on the screen and they don't want other people to see them. So they just put something really cute in front of it, like flowers or a cup of coffee or something, and then they talk the whole time. However you want to do it, figure that out. Okay. Then you're going to put something on there that is sales. I mean, obviously the reason why we're trying to build up the following is that we want to attract them to come in. So you could sell gift certificates, you could sell loyalty cards, you could sell an actual service that, this is coming into toe season. Have you made your appointment yet? My next availability isn't for another month. And I want you to get in, at the beginning of that for some rock star toes, and get the curiosity going of like, oh, well, what's rockstar toes? I think I might need that. And if in a month is when I need to wear sandals, which they're right, then I better make that appointment now, right? Okay, so you're going to do some sales, and then you're going to do maybe a picture of your salon so that they can visually see themselves in your salon. And then you're going to, recycle these posts. It is important every now and then to put something personal on your business page, whether it's a quote that resonates to you, or growth that you've done, maybe pictures of your media. Like I have all these new, I I don't know how to describe it. I have a whole bunch of stuff for me to do trade shows now, like the big pull-up retractable things and banners and all that kind of stuff. So, spotlight, you have a new certificate that you took a new class. So it's still bragging and it's personal to you, but it's sharing the information with everybody else. How do you sell loyalty cards? Well, it's not really selling them, but say if you come in for this appointment today, I now offer loyalty cards. So for every 10 times you come to me, your 11th time is free, which means that you have to sell them an appointment for them to get the loyalty card to continue to come back, right? And so it's a roundabout way of selling. Yes, exactly. Okay, so develop your page. Then once you have your page set and you have your branding set, which a good way to brand, like if you guys follow me at all, you guys know, let's see if I can pull this out. I stay with like blush pink, rose gold, gold. I stay with kind of soft colors. This is the first time I ever put my face on a business card. Yeah, I was very insecure about that. But do you know what? It's been huge marketing. Anyways, my branding has always been these colors. Look in my salon. Do I not have the blush pink? And then in the fall, I tend to go to a little bit of this like coppery color. And then the winter, I do like a turquoise and a blue kind of color. Okay, so it's important to brand yourself. Like I have shirts that have my name on them that have my color branding. All of my marketing stuff is branded to always be the same. And when people start to see your posts over and over and over again, when they see those colors, they think about you. And it constantly, so even if they see those colors in public somewhere, like even my glass colors, they'll go, oh, that reminds me of Amy Masters. Oh yeah, I was going to do this. And so branding is huge because you're not just using it to make it look pretty on social media. It's developing who you are. And some people are rainbow, and that's okay, but learn how to brand it properly. So I think the best way to brand is to create a Pinterest board or get on Google and screenshot or create the board of all the colors that resonate to you. And then when you go into that board and you look at it as a whole, you'll realize where your color branding should be. Okay, for me, it's always been these kind of neutral colors. But in the winter time, I don't really want to go with all like the corals and the blush pinks, even though that's okay. I like to go to the deep tones, those deeper blues and grays and turquoises and stuff. And so you slowly learn to brand yourself throughout the year to change your colors. You don't want to change your colors all the time. Look how Coca-Cola and Pepsi and McDonald's have learned to brand, okay? Their font has stayed the same in everything that they do. Their colors have stayed the same, but every now and then you'll notice it's a total different design, but their marketing's the same. No matter how you think of Pepsi, Coke, McDonald's, Burger King, you can always tell that it's them, even just with the logo, because they are so good at marketing and branding themselves. And so create a Pinterest page or board, put all the things in there, pin them to that, and then look at it as a whole. Okay, so now you have your colors. Now I use Pick Collage. So that's the first thing to write down, Pick Collage. I use Pick Collage to create collages. All my advertising comes from Pick Collage of adding my like logo at the bottom. I'll write that in, and I use just the colors, and I paste that picture onto the Pick Collage, put my logo at the bottom, put a saying, put pictures of nails, whatever I want, so that they're always consistent. And then I save that. So then the next week when I'm creating my social media marketing for the next week, all I have to do is go through and maybe change out the picture on the inside, change out the topic at the top, but everything else is already there and the template is saved for me to continue to use over and over. You guys know that every day I give out a certificate in Tech Talk Worldwide for hashtag TTW365. I have created that template. I've made the background, I've made all the font that goes on it. It's saved on there. All I have to do is go through and change the name. That's it. So taking the time to create your marketing and your branding of where you want it to be, save them in Pick Collage, which is free. You can get it from the App Store. And that is how you continuously use that background, those backdrops. So if you look through my Pick Collage, you will see that I have right now, I have like the spring and summer colors, and then those colors transition into the summer and the fall colors, and then those colors transition over to my winter and back up to spring colors. So I go through all the seasons in my marketing, but my color schemes are still the same. My logo is still the same. It's just the background's changed just a tiny bit because I love the change of color. Now, those of you that don't like change, don't change it. Lots of people get away with staying exactly the same all year round, all the time. Home Depot, perfect example. You never really see them change up anything, but you know Home Depot, you know that orange, right? And so you don't have to change it up, but be consistent in what you do. Melissa, I made my logo on Pic Collage, and I actually shared that in, I don't know, probably Tech Talk Worldwide. Somebody asked that. I went to the background, I typed in rose gold watercolor, because I love watercolor, softening effects with foil, like be detailed. And that came up and it had the grays, it had the corally pink, it had that sultry little off-white, it had the watercolor effect. All I had to do was put my name on it. So know that things like Pic Collage, they use exclusively Bing. Okay, here's another thing to write down, all right? Bing pictures are not copyrighted. Okay, you don't know that if you're doing Google. Okay, so you need to make sure the pictures you use are not copyrighted. So Pic Collage is powered by Bing and only uses Bing photos, so we can reuse all of those pictures. And a lot of apps are that way. However, if you just go to Google and you start screenshotting things and you start putting that into Pic Collage and you start putting your name on it, you might fall under some trademark and copyrights. So just make sure that you know that. But yeah, my logo is created from Pic Collage. Yay, my daughter made mine, kept it for 3. Yes, my old Perfect 10 sign had a silhouette of a girl on it. And likewise, it was a family creation with that. I love it, love it, love it. Okay, so once you have your Facebook business page set up, it's linked to your personal page, and you have an idea for branding of what you want to do, and you're starting to create those ads, and you screenshot that, crop it in, and save it in your gallery. Okay, now it's time for you to create an Instagram. Let me tell you, I know it's overwhelming. Now you're going from 1 page to 3, but that's okay because they're linked together. So now you want to create your Instagram. Now you can have just like on Facebook, you can have your personal one. And then you can have your business one. Okay, so just like on Facebook. The posts that you put on Instagram are more for people, and they've actually proven the ages of people on Instagram are young because they don't have to, like Facebook wants you to be 16 years old or 18 or 16, I think, is the minimum age. But people lie all the time and kids get on there all the time. But they really want you to be a specific age. So Instagram followers are young, like 9 and 10, however, whenever they get their cell phone, up to like a lot of older people don't tend to get into Instagram. They're just now feeling comfortable with it, right? Which it's been around for years, but their children are getting them into Instagram. And Instagram is scrolling through, looking at pictures, double clicking on it to like it, but there's not as much engagement on there. So it's important when you create your business Instagram page that you use in your bio, talk about you, and then do the same ideas that you do on your Facebook business page. In fact, make them look alike so that people can find you. But it's more based around the pictures, not the content. Now, Facebook on average is the ages of 24 to 65. So your market's different on Facebook than what you have on Instagram. That's more about reading and the content with the pictures. So it depends where you are. So if you're wanting to attract a younger clientele, you're going to find them more on Instagram with pictures of before and after pictures or quotes or something like that. And then they're going to link into you and then find you, in other ways. On Facebook, it's going to be different. They want to engage with you right then and there through that post. And so I think it's important to have both of them. So on your Instagram, in your bio, if you have just your Facebook page and that's all your marketing, then I think you should put the link to your Facebook business page in your bio so that they can click on it, and then that would link them to the Facebook business page. If you are like me and you have a website and you have, oh my gosh, I have YouTube, I have Instagram, I have Pinterest, and people follow me on all these sources, then I would recommend that in your bio, you add Linktree. It's free. There's all these have paid for memberships, but I told you I use the free stuff. Linktree will create you they'll click on that and it will create, you can put in there, I have like my YouTube link to that, my Facebook link to that, my website link to that, all the booking stuff, I link to that. Everything that I have that I'm working on is linked to that. I can even send them to a specific video on my YouTube to even narrow it down more than that. So Linktree, and I'll take a picture of all of these things that I'm talking today so that you guys can do that. So Linktree is good to put into the bio for your Instagram because it puts them out to the other things. Your bio is not as long on Instagram that you can on Facebook, so you really have to attract them in a shorter message on there. Okay, so here's the advantage to that Instagram and your Facebook, and we want to market to the younger, the older, and be seen more. So if you create a post on Instagram and your Instagram business page is linked to your Facebook business page, when you post on Instagram, it will automatically post on your business page, saving you time because all you have to do is make one post and it's posting on the other. So now when you're posting those 3 times a day, now you're posting that and you're getting 6 engagements because you're getting Instagram and Facebook. Okay, so there's that part. That's when branding really comes in, is more for Instagram. I don't believe in this because when we do so much nail art, it is hard for us to stay only in those color schemes. So yeah, I could put a border on every picture that I do, but say I did red nails, a border of that's not going to look good on red. Okay, so when we're in the beauty industry, it's hard for us to truly color brand. So the picture of the nails that we post can be our fillers, and our quotes can be on the same color. Our education stuff that we put out there can maybe be on the same color. But when you look at the feed all together and you see their pattern of what they do, it's harder for us to color brand on Instagram. But I think it's still important to show that consistency because when people think about those colors, they think about you. Karen Skedward is perfect at marketing. You guys know that she has a social media marketing class. She teaches you how to brand. So if you don't know how to brand and you don't know how to create the content, her class is perfect for this. And her academy name is Pink Diamond Academy, or Pink Diamond Nails Academy. And everything that she posts is pink. She's found pictures of beaches and waves and palm trees and flamingos, and they're all pink. It's out there. You just have to visualize how you want it to look. So you can make a good branding using a variety of pink mountains, a pink sky, a pink balloon, a pink flower, pink glasses. You can get the branding out there for what colors that you want to do. So if you want to go to the next level, like I said, you can go live. You can go live on Instagram and you can share that to your Facebook. You can do mini videos. Actually, I think I just saw it on here. So Ripple is free, RIPL, and that's what I use for a lot of little quick videos. And you just post it. So those branding pictures are saved in your gallery, and you just post up to 8 pictures in there. It puts it in a format, and then you can add text to it. And you can add which flare of a video that you want it to like zoom in and out, or kind of like jag it across into the next step, or like it swipes across, however you want it to be. There's templates for you to choose. Again, it's free. And then that's a way of marketing multiple ways. So you can show before and afters and your technique. Your business card can be on there. Like it's kind of fun to use. My favorite though is Magisto. Magisto, Magisto. Oh my goodness. Now I loved it so much I ended up paying for this app. I love it that much. And truthfully, I need to get on there more. So again, you upload either a little video that you did, like a short video can be in your Magisto. So it goes through these pictures and all of a sudden it shows a picture of you talking and then it goes back through pictures again. So it can bring all those things that you create into one video. You can add music to it. You can add a line of like maybe your website address across the bottom. You can, there's so many things you can do on that website. I even can take this is how I do my podcast part. I take my Tech Talk Lives and I put it up in there and I detach the audio and then it creates a podcast. Okay, so that's for a whole other day. But another thing I can do on there is that maybe I did a video like this and I want to be able, like there was one video I did a while back where some in the video I went like this and then I went like this. Okay. I took the sections of those videos and put it into that marketing that had pictures, and then all of a sudden you see me go kaboom, like that, okay? So there's lots of editing, that can get into more time consuming, but when you find the fun in it and you have a system for it, you're no longer scared of putting yourself out there to the next level and creating these even more fun videos that get even more engagement. So it's a lot of fun to be able to do that. And so, yeah, Ripple and Magisto are amazing. Absolutely. Okay, so another thing to do, let's see here, let me go through my notes. You guys know I just get to talk and I just skip past everything. So this, and we're going to get to like email marketing another time and, you know, the more advanced things like, you know, of that part, creating events and all that will be for another day. Today, we're just going to talk about those posts, Facebook and Instagram. Now, one thing that can be overwhelming is finding the time to sit down to create all of this. Okay, so if you do what I do, I'm not saying I have the best plan, but it's the best plan that I know of until I continue to learn more from other people. So in my pick collage, I have already pre-made what an idea of what I want for that month. So obviously the theme for November for me is Black History Month. It is Love Month. It is, you know, some of the fun things that we talked about, faith, hope, love, bubblegum, you know, all of that. Those posts I sat down one afternoon and had fun, used the same background, just changed out little things on there, screenshotted them, and those are saved in my gallery. Okay, those are ready to go on Instagram. Those are ready to go on my Facebook, my whatever. If I did it in a video, it's going onto the YouTube as well, onto my website. But here is like my most favorite thing about being able to utilize social media is called later.com. And I know a lot of people use like Buffer and stuff like that, but Later is specifically made for like Instagram. So here's the next thing. I can get on later.com, which is free. I think I'm going to pay the $6 and do $6 a month. It's another one of those that I love so much and it makes life so much easier. So later.com, all the pictures in my gallery I can upload on there and I can see what it would look like on my Instagram page. And then on the side is a calendar and I just drag to where I want that to post. So I want this educational post to post at, let me back up. I want this good morning post to post at, 7 in the morning. I want this educational post to post, maybe in the afternoon. I want this inspirational thing to post in the evening, and I want the good night one to post at night. And you can choose and just drag that picture over and put it wherever you want. And you hit I don't know if it's a submit button or publish button, and it will automatically at those times post that for you on your Instagram. And guess what? Your Facebook page is linked to your Instagram. It automatically posts it to your Facebook too. So now I have it so narrowed down that I sit down on Sundays and I sit there and create what I want for the week. And it excites me because I feel like I have a theme for the week. And I just reuse the same stuff and copy and paste it over and then just submit it. The rest of the week, only have to get on there and answer questions that people ask on Facebook. I no longer have to continue to make posts every single day. So the important thing though in all of this is if you do not mark off time in your planner to like truly a couple of hours. You cannot do this in 15 minutes. You can create a post and post in 15 minutes, but to truly get your marketing where it needs to be, you need a couple of hours to do your branding. Get in your pic collage and create your branding for the week of what you want to post, right? You need to have that idea there. It takes a couple of hours sometimes to do that. If you're going to create the videos on Ripple and Magista, however you say it, it takes time. But once those are created, all of them are reusable, and it's easy just to alter little things here and there. So then when you hit to the later.com part of it and you start scheduling those posts out, that once you get to that point and you're reusing a lot of your posts and just changing the content that's in it, it's about an hour and a half. I post a lot because you guys know I have classes. I post a lot. So for me, I'm going to be honest with you, it's closer to 2 hours. I do it on Sunday afternoons when nobody else is home. So you might have to schedule it out on a Monday. You might have to schedule it on Tuesday. And schedule when your mindset is where it's good for you. Mine's not the mornings. Mornings I come up with ideas, but my best time to create content is actually the evenings. I'm more of a night person than a morning person. In the mornings, I'm just waking up. Words aren't coming to me just right. Some people might be in the afternoon. Maybe they go work out, and after they work out, all this stuff has come to them, and their best time to create all of this marketing is in the afternoon. Mark off that time once a week. Do not do like 15 minutes for every day. Mark off a good 2 hours and just get it all done for the entire week, or mine ends up being for the entire month, because the next Sunday when I sit down and I just change out things here and there, it's less than an hour. So maybe that first week of the month might be the 2 hours. All the rest of the weeks, I'm only spending about an hour regenerating that same branding, the same ideas the same theme that I had for that month, and it's posted for the entire week. That is so time saving. It's getting yourself out there. It's getting you more seen. It's completely free. In the beginning, it's overwhelming. Use me for that. I can absolutely help you. I know these programs that I just shared with you, and I've been using them. And obviously they work because every single one of you has found me through something that I have posted online or gone live with. If not, you would not have known me. Not one of you live in my area. Proof, right? Okay, so to get the following that you need, these are the steps you have to take. And it's important. So I know that a lot of you aren't going to do the social media side, but those of you that do, I talked just a little bit about it, but this video is how I got to where I am using these apps. And I've used many others, and I've narrowed it down to this system so that when I post on later.com and I schedule them out for the week, it's done. And then it's important to have the time to respond to what people say. Even if you go through and they're like, oh, this is awesome, and you click a heart, that takes time too. So now what I do is in the morning, after I've had mindfulness time and coffee, and I've woke up and my mind is clear, and I've already, danced around to some music or whatever. We've talked about this in the past about motivations. Then it's my business time. I don't wake up to business because then my brain goes straight to business mode, right? So after I'm ready to get on social media, and sometimes it's not till the afternoon, then I go through the notifications on my Facebook, and I can go through, and then I can just respond to people. I'm no longer having to worry about creating data. And those responses of what they say inspire me to know what I need to do more of. And it stays in your mind, and you're like, okay, I need to do more posts like this. I need to do more videos like this. I have more engagement on this. I need to do more of that. Listen to what they say. Then make sure that on all of those posts, if people put a heart or a thumbs up or whatever they want to, click on that section and go through and make sure you're friends with all those people, because they're seeing your post somewhere. Or somebody has shared it and has shared it with their friends. They're seeing it somewhere and they've liked it. Friend request them. Get them more engaged to who you are. So one thing that bothers me so much is a lot of people, and I do the same thing, but it matches for my business. Okay, my business is online marketing to nail techs. Okay, if you do those like for like pages, and you are only being followed by other nail techs, and you are not engaging or selling things to other nail techs, then your market is wrong. What you need to do is friend request the local people that are going to utilize your salon, so that when you make these posts that I have openings at 2 o'clock today for a luxurious pedicure, and with this pedicure, I'm going to bring you chocolate covered strawberries in a rose, you're marketing to the right people. Because if not, like the other day, I just had this conversation. Somebody messaged me and they said, okay, I need some help with my social media marketing. I need help with business. Do I have to pay for that, your time? And I'm like, no, like I'll share that. And if it feels like it's needing to go into more detail, I'll refer you to a workshop that will go into a lot more detail about how to get there. And so she started talking to me and I go, well, will you send me the link to your business page? Okay. So she did, but her business page wasn't connected to her personal page, so I was unable to find her. Her name on her personal page was different than her actual name. There was no linkage there. Then when she sent me the link to the business page, it only let me see the map of how to get there and about me. It wasn't the full link to her page because her page wasn't verified and fully set up. So Facebook looks at that as a scam. So you need your phone number, your booking app, your hours, your location. You need all that stuff set in there so that Facebook will also promote you. If not, they're like, no, this is a scam, and they're sharing it in Messenger, and we're not going to do it that way. So make sure that you follow all those steps to build the foundation up to be successful. So then when I go into her business page, there's no pictures, there's no videos, there's no education, it was just falling short of what the potential that it could be. And so by the time we got done talking, it really did go into that she really did need to go into one of the workshops. But majority of the time, you guys have it set up. You just don't have them linked, or you just don't know how to brand, or you never thought about branding. And it's easy to do, and you don't have to get into a workshop for that. You guys know that I do get branded, get used, and it teaches you those same basics of what we just shared, but it goes to the next levels of how to get published. When I mean like get branded, I mean you are out there, you are advertising, you've been consistent with it for a while, and you have the engagement, and now it's time for you to get used. Now it's time to sell. It's time to get those clients that have been like, oh, I like these nails, I like these nails. Then it's time to go the next step and message them and say, hey, I see that you continuously post that you like these nails. Do you get your nails done? Would you like to? I would invite you to come in and have a free consultation with me. Okay, it comes to those cold call sales again. But you know what? They've already been following you. They already feel like they know you. That's the importance of that, element of that. I was going somewhere else with that and I lost my train of thought. Gail, you just did a live and you said when you're in your 60s, you lose mid-sentence thought. Apparently, I've had this my whole life, so I hope it's not contagious. Okay, I forgot where I was going with that. So it's important to create the engagement of your local followers, and the like for likes aren't always the way to do it. Now, if you are in a distribution company or you are larger than your area and you want to attract more people that are like-minded that would, go into your business, then what I do is I go into the groups that pertain to what I'm going to teach, and I start friend requesting those people. And then it's interesting because they'll private message me. Maybe they've never heard of me. Like, well, before I accept your friend request, can you tell me who you are? Why do you want to be my friend? Because sometimes they don't want to be sold to. And I'm flat out honest with them. This is what I do. So that bragging bio comes back in. This is who I am. And yeah, sometimes it's going to pertain to sales, but most of the time, everything about me is about motivation and tips and tricks along the way for your small business. And if you don't want to accept my friend request, completely okay. I just wanted the opportunity to meet you. Guess what? Accept. Facebook maxes you out at 5,000 friends. So I go through my friends list every few months, and people that I've never seen their name ever again after they friend requested me, I delete it and continue to open that. And then Facebook made me create a public profile page, so you can have unlimited friends on there, but I can't tag them. So if I think of something that I think they would like and I go to tag their name, It's not on there. So I really try to keep my personal Facebook page refreshed so I can tag them to invite them into events that I'm doing that I think they might be interested in. You guys, I know that I have notebooks all the time. So when somebody says, oh, I need more, I want to learn more about confidence. Well, when I go live and I'm going to talk about confidence, I tag their name in it because that's what they asked for. And I want to be able to help with that. And so I keep notebooks of people's names sometimes that or they help inspire me of what to talk about next. If they're always saying, you know what, I'm struggling with organization and I can't find something to really tag them into, I'm going to do a video about organization, which I actually have one coming up is why that comes to mind. And then I'm going to tag these people saying, remember when you said this? Here it is. I'm going to create that. And so that following and that engagement is lasting. You guys know that. I've met some of you specifically here online. I've gotten to meet you in person and give hugs, and we talk all the time. So those engagements are long lasting. The people that see you the most, trust you the most, start following you the most, they see your engagements the most, your content the most, they start engaging in that content the most, those are the ones that are going to be your believers. So when somebody else says, oh, I need a nail tech in this area that is good, that's on time, that, they're not even talking about price. They're not even talking about quality. They just want somebody reliable. Those other people become your cheerleaders and they start tagging your name like crazy. That is just like the referral system, the word of mouth. That's the best referral system out there. But the only way to do that is to build the trust. You guys tag me constantly. My notifications are unreal every single day. And usually it's like, you have to talk to Amy Masters about this, or Amy Masters, what's your view on this? I love that. But that's also where I've put myself out there to be. And I've been in the right groups to be able to answer those questions for those people. And so for locally, if somebody's saying, I'm frustrated, I have a wedding in 8 weeks, I bite my nails, I can't seem to keep nails on, so I can't, if I start them now, they're not going to be pretty, blah, blah, blah. That's the problem. You're the solution. Then you start messaging them, hey, I saw your post into this group. And I just want you to know that I have an 8-week program for nail biters that are perfect for prom or homecoming or weddings. And I would really like to invite you to come in and do a consultation with me, because I really think that the system that I use, I can get you to your natural nails by your wedding. You're that solution. And you're doing it locally. Then on her post where she posted her frustration and her problem, you take that same verbiage or a video and you post it as the comment. Then other people that are like, oh yeah, me too. I didn't even think about my weddings in 8 weeks, and oh, my nails too. And oh, I should probably get a new set by then. They're going to see how you responded to that person. They're going to see the kindness. They're going to see the level of education, that you have a plan. They're going to want that because they're planning on something big. And even though they might already have a tech, they're going to be like, you know what? It's a free consultation. I think I'm going to give her a try. I'm just going to go see. And then it builds you up. And then those people are like, you know what, I'm not going to use you, but I really like you. And they still tag you. Create what you want to be out there. Be real and true to who you are. Know and understand all these free options of social media that's out there, and make it easy so you don't have that fear that holds you back from posting anything. Don't just share pictures. On nail stuff, you'll see that I just share it. I'm not building up a clientele. I have my clientele for many years. If I continue to share lots of nail pictures and describe what I'm using in it, people think that I have openings and I'm trying to promote myself. So you've noticed that I don't share a lot of pictures. I share a lot of the other things that I do because that is what I'm trying to build. So it's important to do that. Okay, so that was kind of all that I had on there. Oh my gosh. You guys know when I get heated, I just get talking and I talk so fast. So Natalie, yes, you've taken her class. It's fabulous. Wonderful. What about stories? I don't really get into that. So you know what? Stories are kind of new for me too. Stories on Instagram and stories on Facebook. Stories, once again, is kind of where Instagram started. And it's just quick pictures. It's on there just for a moment and it goes on to somebody else. So if you want to see, because stories are your friends, if you want to see quickly, very quickly, what all your friends are up to, if they post in the stories, you're going to get a blurb, a few seconds of a picture of what they're doing or a quick video. So a lot of people are resorting to that because Instagram has turned into pictures, but still the content in there. So you can still scroll through it fast and see what your people are up to, right? But stories are I think it's more an advantage for Facebook that you're not sitting there scrolling through all of the words. It's almost bringing that old element of Instagram into Facebook where you get to quickly, like if you click on stories, it will quickly go through all the stories just very fast. And if there's something you want to see, then you're going to engage with that person. So I do post in the stories because I do get a lot of engagement from that. And so it's worth it. And I post in stories the same thing I post in everywhere else. So I'm in my gallery section, I just share it up there. And so once you create that gallery of screenshots for all your social media, it's amazing how many times you use that over and over and over again, and how easy it's to access because it's right there on your phone. Gail, Karen equals pink. Yes. So when you see that soft pastel pink, you automatically think of Karen if you're any of her followers. Hello, Sarah. Hello, my sweet Taylor. You're going to bounce some ideas off of you when I need to start branding. I know you're getting ready to complete your esthetician, so I'm excited for you on that. Yes, so much. And I'm not saying that I'm an expert by any means when it comes to this. I'm still learning, and I pay for classes to learn about branding. I follow Britt Siva. I follow Stephanie Mitchell with Sunny Storm Marketing. You guys know I've done tech talks with her. I follow massive big branding like Russell Bronson's and all of them as well that, go into more like email marketing and stuff, but they still teach you branding. One of them that I pay for that helps with content because I'm not good about writing content is Funnel Gorgeous. I paid one time $27. It was called the Offer Cure, and it was, what to write, because I never know what to write, what hashtags to use, all that kind of stuff. And so I paid $27 one time, but it gave me lifetime access to the templates that they have. Now, I've only used them once, but the content is what I use them for. What they say and the power words that they use. We always have word of the week, and I always tell you, like, if your word is great, I want you to thesaurus that word and find other words that mean the exact same thing. And your word now will become maybe like phenomenal or fantastic. That raises the level of what people are going to read when you say, this gel polish is great. This gel polish is phenomenal. This gel polish is fantastic. People engage with that more because they go, wow, I need to know about this gel polish, right? So words are so important. So I'm good at the words. I'm just not good at writing it out. I'm good at talking it. Yeah, hello, Dana Lynn. Hello, and Natalie and Karen. So that's kind of the gist of today about social media. There's so many things we can talk about with social media. But like I said in the beginning, I'm going to start at the basics, and we're just going to get up to a certain point. And then throughout the rest of the year, we're going to go up more. But I want to make sure to give you guys time to, we're going to do a roll call one day where we share each other's Facebook pages. We're going to do a red pen review for each other so we can say, hey, I clicked on the link, it didn't work, or I didn't see your address on there, or whatever. And we're going to help each other build those Facebook pages and our Instagrams up. Once we know that the majority of the people in the group are there, then I'm going to go into the next level of social media. That's going to tie into more like going live and creating events and all of that, okay? So if you're already there, what I talked about today may not have gave you anything new, or maybe it re-inspired you to say, I need to go back to the branding side of it. But just know there's a lot more to come because social media, it's big. And I love it. I've gotten to where I enjoy those Sunday afternoons. Of course, I find time that you can have time to yourself. And I grab something to drink. Sometimes it's a glass of wine, whatever. And I go to my mellow, quiet place. And man, everything just flows and it comes out. And because I don't feel guilty, and because I have the time allotted for that, nothing's wrong with that moment. I've already done my chores. Everything's caught up. I can freely create content. And that's what makes the difference. It's huge. Find inspiration for that. All right, so as you guys are watching on replay, please comment throughout here, tag my name so that I can see your questions or comments. If not, you guys feel comfortable, tagging on what you use or what what you like to do. Maybe it was something different than what I had. And then again, you can go to the events section of our group. If you click going, it will translate the time from the time that I post that I'm going to go live to your time, which is always the same, Mondays at 11 o'clock Mountain Time. So it's always going to be the same. So I apologize if this does not ever fall into your normal time frame that you can join live, but know that you can always watch it on replay. And then in the past part of the events, if you go to that event, I copy this link and I post it into that event so that you can easily find that replay and that topic. So if this is one that you want to watch again later after you get to a certain step, that's how you're going to find it. Go to the event section, open up that topic or that week, and then everything's right there for you. It's a lot easier, right? Robin, thanks for sharing your wisdom. You're the best. Thank you so much. I don't know how you got all that in color, but I like it. Just had a girl text me for a genre set. Tania, that's wonderful. Yes, exactly. And how did she find out about you? Was it word of mouth locally? Was it online? Was it before and after pictures? Like, ask people, how did you find out about me? So that you know that marketing. So, as she comes in for her appointment, say, where did you discover me anyways? And you might be surprised. It might be a business card that you put up in some, teacher's lounge or something. And I call it the Reebok walk. So that's coming up soon too. So, oh, that's wonderful. That's exciting. You guys, thanks so much. Karen says all the information is fascinating and educational. Thank you, Amy, so much for your stepping stones forward in social media. You are welcome. And you know that that's a big part of this planner. And every month I've given you some inspiration. But you know what? Those are things that inspire me. They might not be the same things that inspire you. So you need to go through and figure out your branding, your favorite quotes, your everything there. And I really, really encourage you to take a selfie headshot or have somebody take one of you with good lighting that portrays your best smile or grumpy look or whatever it might be that you want to put out there as an emotion for people. And keep that into your gallery as well, because it's important to show your face. Like I said, put your best face forward. She has gone to Rotary as my guest. Wonderful. That's exciting. So this is a connection that you made in person, and somewhere they've followed you. Maybe they stalked you on Facebook or Instagram, and now they're ready to invest in you. That's the cycle. Tania, you could not have shared at the most perfect time exactly the full circle of what this comes down to. It takes the time. I always say you have to give to receive. You have to give your time, you have to give your knowledge, you have to give yourself out there freely to receive. And this is a perfect example in the business industry of what we can do with that. Absolutely wonderful. Okay, you guys have a fabulous day. I'll see you next Monday.